Picture this. You've been tracking every single dollar, skipping the daily latte, saying no to weekend plans, and your budget spreadsheet looks perfect. But payday hits, and your account is still screaming for help. Or worse, you're using credit cards again just to survive. Sound familiar? Over 83% of people who budget still overspend every single month. Today, I'm exposing exactly why budgeting alone will never make you rich, and the simple three-step system that actually builds real wealth. Stay until the very end. If you're tired of feeling broke despite trying so hard, this is the video you've been waiting for. Budgeting feels responsible, right? Every finance expert repeats the same mantra. Track your spending, cut the fat, live below your means. And sure, budgeting does expose where your money is leaking. It forces awareness. It gives you control, at least on the surface. But here's the cold truth most gurus won't tell you. Budgeting is like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. It might stop the immediate bleeding, but it doesn't heal the fracture. And it definitely doesn't turn you into someone capable of running financial marathons. Because budgeting is defensive. It's built around restriction, around sacrifice, around constantly saying no. And survival mode can only take you so far. You don't build wealth by obsessing over cutting $5 expenses. You build wealth by expanding income, owning assets, and making your money work harder than you do. Budgeting keeps you stable. But stability is not freedom. What we actually want is leverage, systems, assets, growth. In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 deadly reasons your budget is silently keeping you stuck. And then I'll show you the exact wealth-building framework and is working for ordinary people right now. Let's start with the biggest mistake. Reason number 1. Budgeting is pure defense. It protects you, but it doesn't grow you. You can cut subscriptions, skip the lattes, stop eating out. But if your income stays stuck at $4,000 a month, that's your ceiling. And no matter how disciplined you are, you can't out-budget a low income. Look at my friend John. He tracked every dollar for 2 years, cut everything non-essential. After all that effort, he saved $500. Then one medical bill wiped it out, back to zero. Now compare that to Sarah. She budgeted too, but she also negotiated a raise and started a weekend side hustle. In 1 year, her income jumped 40%. And suddenly, saving became easy. Budgeting without income growth isn't wealth building. It's just survival. Reason 2, lifestyle creep is silent and deadly. You finally free up $200 in your budget. You feel proud, in control, responsible, and then that little voice whispers, you deserve an upgrade. A better phone, nicer clothes, a quick weekend escape. You tell yourself it's harmless. You earned it. But here's what really happens. That temporary reward becomes a permanent expense. Next month, your normal costs are higher. Your baseline shifts. And when a raise comes, it's already spent in your mind before it even touches your account. That's lifestyle inflation. It doesn't explode your finances overnight. It quietly stretches them until progress disappears. And if you're not intentional, your income grows, but your wealth never does. Reason number 3, your budget completely ignores the real magic. Investing. You proudly move money into a savings account earning 3, maybe 4%. It feels safe, responsible, mature. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Inflation is quietly running at 6, sometimes 8%. So while you think you're building wealth, your purchasing power is shrinking. Every single year, your money buys less. That's not growth, that's slow motion loss. Real wealth is built through compound interest, money earning money. Then that money earning more money. Over and over again, year after year. A budget alone just protects what you have. Investing multiplies it. A budget without investing is like owning a car with no fuel. It looks good parked in the driveway, but it will never take you anywhere. Reason 4. Life is not a steady spreadsheet. It doesn't move in clean, predictable rows and columns. One month everything looks stable. The next month, everything shifts. In fact, about 34% of families experience major income swings every single year. Job changes, medical emergencies, side hustles that pay late, clients that disappear. And here's the problem. A perfect monthly budget assumes perfection. It assumes your income will arrive on time, in the exact same amount, every single month. But real life doesn't care about your spreadsheet. The moment reality hits, that neat little plan collapses. And without a solid emergency fund acting as shock absorption, one unexpected bill can wipe out months of discipline in seconds. Reason 5. And this might be the biggest killer of them all. Budgeting is mentally exhausting. Think about it. Every single purchase becomes a decision. Can I afford this? Is this in the right category? Am I going over? That constant tracking creates decision fatigue. Your brain gets tired. And when your brain gets tired, discipline drops. Studies even show that tracking every dollar increases the pain of paying. It makes spending feel stressful instead of intentional. No wonder most people quit after 3 to 4 months. In fact, over 60% can't even tell you what they spent last month. Budgeting was supposed to feel freeing, but for most people, it just feels restrictive. So what actually works? Stop relying on a basic budget and start building a complete wealth system. Because budgeting alone is just control, a system is growth. Here's the exact 3-step framework. Step 1. Yes, keep a budget, but flip the script. Most people budget what's left after they spend. That's backwards. Instead, use the pay yourself first rule. The moment your paycheck hits your account, automatically move at least 20% straight into savings and investments. Not manually, not if there's extra, automatically. This isn't about restricting your life, it's about prioritizing your future. What stays in your spending account is what you're allowed to use. No guilt, no overthinking. You're not budgeting to survive anymore. You're building wealth by design. Step 2 is where everything shifts. Aggressively grow your income. Most people focus only on cutting expenses, but there's a limit to how much you can save. There's no real limit to how much you can earn. Ask for that raise. Negotiate. Add more value at work so you actually deserve higher pay. Start one small side hustle. Just one. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to start. And commit to learning one high-income skill that the market actually pays for. Because here's the truth. Even an extra $500 a month changes everything. That's $6,000 a year. Invested properly, that becomes momentum. Income growth is the real wealth accelerator. Step 3. Automate your investments. And stop obsessing over expenses. Instead of just tracking what you spend, start tracking your net worth every single month. That's the number that actually shows if you're winning. First, build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund in a high-yield savings account. This is your financial shock absorber. One unexpected bill shouldn't destroy years of progress. Then, automatically invest the rest into low-cost index funds or mutual funds. Let compound interest do the heavy lifting quietly in the background. And if you have high-interest debt, attack it like it's on fire, because financially, it is. Review everything once a quarter, not daily. This is sustainable and exciting. Real people using this have paid off over $150,000 in debt in under 5 years without living like monks. They automated everything so willpower isn't needed. The secret sauce? Automation removes emotion. Your future self will thank you. Budgeting is a fantastic starting point, but alone it is simply not enough. Combine it with income growth, automation, and smart investing, and you'll finally build the wealth you deserve. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button right now. It really helps the channel. Subscribe and turn on notifications because every week I drop practical finance strategies that actually work for normal people.